Okay guys, welcome to this video. Today's video is on a Vauxhall Astra and it needs a rocker cover gasket. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see, but can you see the oil leaking down? This is your rocker cover, by the way, which covers your rockers inside your engine, and you can see the oil which is leaking from that. Okay, and because the exhaust is so close here, what's happening is that oil leaks onto the exhaust. Because the exhaust is hot, it burns the oil and the smell travels in through the cabin of the vehicle, so you can smell a burning smell coming from it. Okay, so we've got our new gasket here, and basically all you really need to do for this one is remove your two breather pipes, take off your coil pack, and then remove any of your mounting bolts around it. Take it off, turn it upside down, remove the old gasket, install a new gasket, and rebuild in reverse order then. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, so two breather pipes removed out of the way. Disconnect the electrical multi-switch off your coil pack. Remove the two coil pack bolts. Gently pry your coil pack up. Sometimes they can be a wee bit tricky. Just pry it up nice and gently, and it should pop out for you. Okay, that's the coil pack. Right, you don't need to touch any spark plugs or anything. So now all we need to do is remove the mounting bolts around the, like so. So I'll remove them, bear with me. Okay, so that's all the bolts off. Now gently pry up on your rocker cover. That should come off. Okay, and you can see that the gasket did not come off with that. It's sort of stuck to the cylinder head. Now we'll have the old gasket off. You can feel in parts of this rubber where it's a wee bit hard, and that's down to deterioration of the rubber. Okay, so now all we need is to clean this down. Okay, you need to give us a good clean down with a rag and maybe a wee bit of brake cleaner on it. Okay, so that's that all cleaned down, just with a rag actually. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to install the new rocker gasket to the rocker cover. Okay, so basically, just while I have this off, I could probably just show you that this is your timing chain with your outlet camshaft and your inlet camshaft. Your rockers are just underneath your cam lobes here, which open and close your valves, but again, that's another video for down the line. This one's just to show you how to remove and install a rocker covered gasket. Okay, now the gasket can only go on one way. So you can see at the end of your camshafts we'll have these two dimples here, and they basically sit into here. So you just need to make sure that it's well in. Your gasket is well in each section. If not, this could potentially leak on you. You don't want any oil leaks, because that's what they were in for, get the oil leak fixed. So what you're doing is routing this around. Making sure that it's installed correctly. And you wouldn't use any form of sealant or anything on this, okay? The gasket does that for you. because if any sealant gets anywhere near them camshafts or anywhere near the oil, it can block your oil ways and you can have serious engine problems if there's no oil getting around the engine. And this bit just flicks over in the middle. This stops any oil getting in around your spark plugs. Okay, so basically all I was doing was my final checks just to make sure that the gasket's back on again, and we just need to reinstall this in reverse order. Okay, so it can be a bit tricky getting these on again, because you don't want to move the actual gasket. And there you go, we're good to go. So always start your bolts by hand, and preferably when you're doing something like a rocker cover gasket or anything that needs sealed, try and do it in a sort of start in the middle and work your way out. That'll tighten it down nice and evenly for you. Okay, so I'll get pop on with this. Okay, so that's it all double checked, and again it's just rebuilt in reverse order. Putting your coil pack back on, the electrical connection, putting your breather hoses back on, generally popping everything back on it in reverse order. So if you can remember what I told you in class, that you know, doing anything in motor vehicle, it's sort of like a big jigsaw. Everything needs done in reverse order. And then what I would do now once I've finished is see where the oil was leaking down onto the exhaust. What we'd be doing there then is we'd give that a final clean. Just give everything a clean down. And remember, just double check all of your work. Don't leave any handprints anywhere. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video on how to remove and replace a rocker cover gasket. Look out for the next one.